We are gathered here to pay homage to a star icon, Miss Asma Jahangir, who inspires us all. And she was the champion of human rights, democracy, and human rights. Thank you very much. Most of the things have been already said by my colleagues, but I have got only 5 minutes to talk about expulsion of Afghan refugees, but the history is so long. Uh, we have been hosting generously to Afghan refugees from last 40 years, and all the government and people of Pakistan has contributed and sacrificed their resources, their places, their homes, shared everything with Afghan refugees. But the things happening, developing right now is not right time and the right way to send them as enemies. I mean, if we don't sit with the international community, with the sport, we have been accommodating them for years. It would add pressure. It would not go in our ways if we like send them as forcefully as we are doing. And there are policies which are not discussed or like not properly planned for durable solution in this region. I wish we could have discussed all these things with the international colleagues and international community, UN systems. Proper planning could have been done. But as Afridi Saab mentioned, we have a couple of waves of Afghan refugees who came to Pakistan. The first wave was in late 70s and early 80s, and the second was in 90s, and third was in 2000, and the last wave after regime change in Kabul was in 2021, where nearly 700,000 Afghans came to Pakistan, but unfortunately we don't had any policy how to accommodate them, provide them legal assistance, registration or anything. And they have been like waiting for their fate. And this also put a question mark on international community, because most of the people who came in Pakistan in last wave in 2021, they came here on the promises of international community, many high commissions, embassies or international organization with whom these Afghans were working. And many of them were women, civil society actors, sportswomen and other colleagues. But Pakistan doesn't have any law, and still we are accommodating millions of Afghan refugees. But this is the right time to sit with international community and place some recommendation and suggestions to create flexible visa regime to speed up their cases which are delayed in other countries. They are waiting for resettlement. Unfortunately, here in if you see that Afghans' fate have been not only here in this region, they have never been given that opportunity. They can only repatriate. They are very limited of resettlement for them. There is no integration as we don't have any law, and their issues are escalating. There and especially women and children are suffering a lot. There is no job opportunities here for them. And we are working in Afghanistan as well, and there is no infrastructure, proper infrastructure, schools, hospitals, things like that in Afghanistan. If we are sending them like that forcefully, that might create statelessness for the people who will because they don't have ID card or registration here, and when they go back, they might not have those documentation and passports or whatever the so we really need. It's very sensitive matter, and we are sharing border with Afghanistan, and we have to live with them next like how many years. That's why we should not send them as enemies. We should send them as friends, and we should invest resources, put some, cause nearly 64% of the people, young people in Afghan communities, we need to add resources, bring more resource allocation for skill development. So if they go back to Afghanistan, if they stay here or travel to any other country, they must have some skills to contribute. And we have been lacking that. We couldn't get any uh, benefits from these communities because they have rich culture, rich history, and they have been positively contributing in Pakistan's economy. So if we don't take consideration or think wisely at this time, they might be like going in the hands of other people who can use them in wrongful activities.